Welcome back to a special edition of Jeff's Fishing Corner.
Well, not a lot of sportsmen will admit it, but one of the most challenging types of fishing is perch fishing on the rocks. There's no greater prize than to hook up with one of these beauties. We've been here a few minutes.
Minutes, or you've been here like a few minutes? That's right.
And conditions are good, but we really don't know what we'll get. It's a challenge. People can stay out here 2, 3, 6 days a week, not catch anything, not hook up with one perch. I think I got something on there.
Do you?
Oh, it's a nice crappie.
Wow, that's a rough one. Whoa!
That's a beauty. Took it on a spinner. If you just follow my instructions, you too can catch rockies like this.
Wow.
We'll be back after this. Even in these very hot water temperatures and with some very persnickety critters around here, you can still do some weed poking. And you see we got a prime weed bed back here. What you want to do is you want to dump some of the crap that you've been using earlier on today. The leader, the big steel leader, it's got to go. It's got to go. And what we want to go is for a very small black worm, double hooked, with a little shine head on here, just to tell them that we're there. We're going to pop this in the weeds. We're going to do some reed popping techniques. We'll be back when we hook up.
In Jeff's Corner. Fishing Corner.
Fishing corner.
It's yours.
Well, one of the great things about fishing, even on a kind of crappy, hot day like today, when frankly you don't get out as early as a good angler can, is a cold goldie. And we put down a couple of cold goldies today.
Sure did.
A weed bed, well, it wasn't quite, conditions were not quite peak.
What do you got out there now?
Right now we're running the gamut. Going back to Angel Rock, which is straight back. We called last beer. I think there's some swimming going on. I'm going to join in on that when we get back to the rock.
That's a treat.
And right now we're trolling out a Mepps Giant Killer, which is probably the biggest spinner available to mankind. On the other end of the fish spectrum, bobbing way up on top, is a white Mr. Twister. We got possibly one more evening run to go through tonight.
Possibly.
And it'll be Angel Rock Sayonara. It's been one pike, about 12 or 13 bass.
Ooh.
And lots of rocks, perch, one crappie, and a couple clams.
Before we sign off from Jeff's Fishing Corner, can you tell us the strategy behind what you have on the line now?
Right now we're just trolling. What happens is during the hot sunlight, you really don't get a lot of biting going on. What we're trying to do is run a big Mepps, which resembles a game fish,
Okay.
into the territory of a trophy. Hopefully to get him a little bit incensed. He'll bite, I'll grab, I'll troll in, I'll bring him up, we'll eat him up. That's the strategy. Jeff's Fishing Corner, it's Jeff, Lure Jensen, Bubbleback, Stickleback, signing off with James the Snubber Braun.